How's it going, crew? This is Happy Days, and here we are back in Stranded Deep. And what we're going to be doing this episode is looking at how far we can push the game in its current build. So my last video, and thanks for watching by the way, was just looking at getting to the island and setting up your base on the first night. And yeah, it worked out pretty well. We made a nice little 1x1 hut. And life was good. We cooked a crab. It was all very exciting. What we're going to look at this episode, and don't worry, I'm going to cut out a fair bit of the choppy of all the trees, is we're going to look at making a giant base on the island, and yeah, seeing how well we can stock it up and how big you can make bases. So looking at the building mechanics a lot more. Also, just a little tip. Once you save and quit the game, the actual raft and life raft are bugged at the moment and will disappear when you're using them between islands. Thankfully, swimming at the moment is pretty much just as efficient as being in the raft. The only problem is the sharks can try and eat you, but you actually move at the same speed. So, you know, and I've done it a few times. I haven't died from a shark attack yet. They seem to do a bit of damage, but not enough to kill you. So go figure. So yeah, so this is actually a pretty interesting island here. So it'll be pretty cool to set our base up on. And we'll muck around trying to build on top of rocks and making little outposts and stuff. So it's going to be lots of fun. So yeah, so I'm going to get started and I'll come back once I've done a fair bit of harvesting here. Alright, see you soon, guys. Okay, welcome back, guys. So I've been doing a fair bit of harvesting, and you can see we've got a foundation off in the distance there. And what I wanted to try and do is see if the foundations, how hard it is to put them together. So, it looks like it's got a snap feature, which is absolutely fantastic, and is going to make it nice and easy to build a larger base. Oh, that's cool. So they actually snap too, which is that's a really good mechanic that they've implemented. Which means you can make a nice big square sort of area, so that's going to be nice. Yeah, I'm liking that. That's cool. That's cool. So, I just wanted to go through a few little things that I've discovered so far. And the first one's to do with coconuts. Now, I've been looking at them and trying to figure out how they work, and I was just mucking around, and apparently you can attack them, and it turns a green coconut into a normal one. You hit it like 4 times with a knife, and then if you hit it again, it turns into a drinkable coconut, and you can actually drink that to replace or replenish your water. And it seems like you only get 1 drink out of it, even though the durability on it suggests there's more to it. But and then the last thing you can do with the coconut, and it won't let you know, you don't get any sound to suggest it's being damaged, but if you attack it about 5 times roughly, whoops, you can actually eat the halves of the coconut. So that means that coconuts are actually a pretty good resource and quite renewable, which is really useful. So yeah, so that was pretty good. So let's see, have I got enough for another foundation? Okay, let's see what the limitations of building are though. So it seems like you can build over rocks and scenery fine. Although it seems that plants are a no-no. So there's a potato plant there, and that's not going to let us build. But you can build through non-interactables. So that fern there is something that, yeah, you can't really interact with it in the game world. So it's like, yeah, sure, build there. I don't really care, says the game. All right, well, let's put a 3rd foundation there. And that means we can put another 3x3 behind it and have an indoor plant, which is kind of cool. Alright, and I think I'm pretty much out of sticks to make a new one. I wanted to show you a trick with rocks too, but it looks like I'm a bit short on them at the moment. So that's okay, so I'll get back to chopping, and yeah, we'll come back when we've got a bit more of our base to share. Alright, see you soon. Hey guys. So it's been a long night, and we've been harvesting like a boss. And as we watch the sunrise on a new day at approximately 6:15, we take a moment to think about all the awesome stuff we've done here. We've chopped down some trees, and we've made a pretty cool foundation. So I've got a 3x2 at the moment, and an indoor plant, which is very nice. And based on that, I think you might be able to destroy your own foundations, which is pretty cool. So what we're going to be doing today is heading out because we're running out of rocks on the island. They are finite. You normally only get about 2 or 3, possibly up to like 8, but I think I'm being generous when I say 8. I did, however, want to show you a trick I learned with the rocks. So a few people have been talking about this. So I'll just put down some of the sticks. We got lots of resources, guys. We got lots of sticks. So apparently with the rocks, you can pick them up. Oh, there's our coconut pile. Alright, so you put the rock down, and from what I can tell, I don't know if it lets you know you're hitting it, but yeah, you can actually bash up a rock. And you might think I'm crazy, but what you can do with the shard, apparently the rock shard doesn't have durability. Now, obviously that means it takes longer to cut items, but you can see on the coconut there, that was pretty much the same, and you can see that the shard isn't losing its durability, unlike the knife. So I guess, in a way, it's kind of like flint, when you think about it that way. So yeah, so you can use the shard, and I heard it takes longer, but I don't know. Oh, it's taking longer to cut up the coconut. But you can see, so if you can make a couple of little shards, it's really going to save you in the long run. Because I was wondering that, like obviously the knife is going to give away eventually. So yeah, use up your knife and then just cut up one of your rocks and that's good to go. So really good tip there. So what I might do is leave the knife on this island. So we might just... Alright, remember it's near the tree, guys. Alright, tree, foundation, knife, indoor plant. Okay, cool. So, yeah, oh, I found some binoculars too. They were just in like a box. So let's put them in our secret treasure trove as well. Oh, maybe we should use them. Yeah, so we're going to head out to this island today, in the distance there. And there's also a shipwreck, which could be interesting to investigate. We might find like a bazooka to blow up some sharks with. You can only hope. Alright, so we're on the mission for rocks. Although I suppose before I go, maybe we should have a bit of fun and make some stuff for our base. So I tell you what, let's jump up on our platform, chuck down some sticks. There you go. Now, can I make the campfire? I think you need the lashing as well to make the supports. And that's another reason we're going to need to check out another island. Whoop, I'm swimming on my foundation. Good old alpha. No? Still no. How about now? Yeah, now you're talking. Oh no, you don't need the... my apologies, you don't need the lashing. Okay, so... Yeah, it's similar to Rust if you've played that you just put the supports in the corners. And I'm assuming you're going to need one on every point of the square. Well, actually, you don't to put a roof on. I got the roof option with only 2 supports there, so go figure. Alright, so there's another support. So our beach mansion is coming together, guys. Ooh, look at that. It's going to be great. I can't wait. I wish I could get rid of the plant though. But anyway, alright, we're wasting daytime here, so I guess we don't really need to bring a coconut. So add you to the pile. And fire, it doesn't seem, apart from cooking, there's no real need for fire, and our food's alright. So, do you know what, I'm even going to leave my lighter here. That could be suicide, but we'll see what happens. Alright, let's go on an adventure. We're going on an adventure. And yes, you can swim on the beach. One thing that is a bit confusing about this game, and I think it's just because the game's so early, is once you've swam out a bit and you look back around, all the islands look the same. So we're lucky see like that one, there's one in the distance. So we're lucky there's a boat there to mark our actual island. Because that would be really confusing otherwise. And very similar to the forest game, they play the deep, I think it's like a piano low key when a shark is coming to eat your brain. So yeah. Anyway, I'm sure you guys don't need to watch me pedaling in the ocean. So oh gee, it looks exactly the same. Alright. Can we, let's use the sun. Alright, so it rises in the east and sets in the west. It looks like it's going to the west. So our island is... Uh-oh. Which way is the sun going? I can't really tell. Come on, sun, move faster. It looks like it's going left. So our island is... northeast, southwest. Northeast, north. We're north. Our island is to the north. Actually, that one looks a lot closer. Anyway. Alright, our island's to the north. Cool. Alright, guys. Oh, no! Get back on the raft! What are you doing? You psycho. Ah! The game is freaking out. Let me on! Let me on! Let me on! Let me on! Alright. Well, I'm glad I took a moment to get my bearings because that could have been really worrying otherwise. Alright guys, I'll swim to the island and hopefully don't lose my raft again, and I'll see you soon. Hey guys, I just wanted to share with you, I was swimming towards this island and it's the one I was aimed at before, and it looks like some weird fog is sort of around. And we can sort of see like a coral reef underneath, which is pretty cool. I guess if I can give you a tip, like resist the urge to turn around in the fog because, man, I don't think I could find where I needed to go. The other tip I'd give you too is leave your raft directly in line and figure it out before you jump off your raft, like where your island is. So I know if I head dead in that direction, I will hit my island eventually. And man, this island looks sucky. There's hardly anything on here by the looks of it. Or maybe it's just a really long island. Let's hope so. So yeah, this is kind of cool. And you know, I was just thinking while I was swimming over to this island, like the developers could have a lot of fun putting Easter eggs into this game. Like, if you're gonna, like, swim to some abandoned island, they could put, like, random things, like, you know, just for lols. Like, I'm not saying do it everywhere and, like, cheapen the game, but, you know, like, say you went to an island and you found, like, a little beach ball or just something random, like, or a little teddy bear propped up against a tree, or, you know, there could be a lot of cool stuff. Or, like, there's an island where there's a giant crab on it and it's, like, a mini-boss, or... You know, not stuff to the point where it's stupid. Like you get to an island, there's a vending machine on it, and you can get Coca-Cola out of it or some random rubbish like that. Although that might be cool too. But you know what I mean. So it could be a lot of fun. Do you know, I haven't explored a shipwreck yet. So I reckon, let's get our mighty flint out and go for a quick swim. Because there could be loot that we desperately need here. Alright, so we're under the water. I find it interesting that there's no rocks, like, just lying around in the ocean. You think you'd be able to get more of that. Come on, get up! Get up on the boat. There we go. Okay, I'm up. Okay, there's a little bit of a ladder. Doesn't look like there's anything here. Is that a box? No. Man, this boat sucks. There's nothing on it. Can you go inside? Is there anything in here? Man, what a jib. I think the boats are supposed to have loot, but this one doesn't, which is really unfortunate. Not even a rock. Okay, that was a bust. Back to the island. Can I get off? Yes. Whoa, that looks amazing. Okay. I've heard you can make a spear in this game too, so I'm interested to do a bit of shark hunting. I reckon that'd be pretty cool. You know, kill a shark, get that happening. Be pretty fun. Okay, let's see how these flint rocks work on yucca plants. They're a little bit slower, but not to the point where I'd be like, oh my god, no, they're so shit, no, don't use them, man. Alright, so what I'll do is, I'll fill up my inventory with rocks. Probably rocks, 1 stack of lashing, and just any sticks I can carry. And yeah, and then we'll go back to the main island. Alright, I'll see you soon, guys. Hey guys, welcome back. So I finally made it back to our island. It's actually really hard if you go out to another island and try and find your way back home. It's really difficult to find your island again. So I'm not sure what the solution for that is, because yeah, I got pretty lost for a while there, and yeah, I wasn't quite sure what to do. So, but that's okay. We're back now. So I guess what we're going to get happening is get that hammer I just made, which I can't really see him. Where has he gone? Did it drop near me? I wish they probably need a better way of craftable. You know, the items you've just crafted, they probably need a better way of that sort of popping up in your inventory, perhaps. It's a little bit awkward. But, you know, it's a new game, so I'm sure we can forgive that. So I'm pretty sure I just made a hammer, but I can't see him. And yes, it's a him. I don't know why. Alright, well, I guess I'll make another hammer. Rather than waste your guys' time, let's just get straight back into it. Can I just make it from here? Hammer. Alright, there we go. And now the other hammer will probably appear too. So, we've got some palm fronds, we've got the whole works, guys. So, let's see what we can do. We can put walls in. Let's just put the last few supports. And we might turn this whole back area into like the inside. And then the front we can maybe, I don't know. I don't know what I want to do with it yet, but let's just put this here. Okay, and then maybe let's get started with the back wall. So, what do you have to put a roof on first? No, you can do that. Cool, cool, loving that. And need more sticks perhaps. Luckily, we are well equipped with the old sticks, so that's fine. No problems. You might also need lashing, I've just realised. That may be part of the reason this is not quite happening, but we'll soon know, won't we? So let's go hammer again. Oh no, we can make wall. We can make wall. We can make wall. Alright, I suppose, you know, if you're a real survivor, you'd get one little piece of roof first, and then worry about the rest. Okay, we have one inside area, and that feels good. And it looks like gonna need more palm fronds, which we still have quite a few. So let's get them happening. Whoa, we got heaps. Although we've pretty much used up all of the supplies there, but that's okay. Alright, so some more sticks. Let's put the palm fronds just there. And they're flying everywhere. Nope. I keep forgetting to have the hammer selected. Alright, let's put another wall in. Lovely. Can we do another one? Beautiful. Another thing I want to look at is building the upgraded fire. That would be pretty nice. So you build a normal campfire and then actually, I think you need to add 6 rocks to it. And that you can start to make a fire pit, which is quite useful. It has more durability and things like that. Alright, we're pretty much out of sticks there, but I would like to put the last wall in before I stop recording, so We need a new hammer by the looks of things too. I mean, an axe. And hopefully... Did I just use up all my sticks? Oh dear. This could be bad. Okay. So... I have a hammer and a knife. But I don't have any sticks to make an axe. This is a bit awkward. I doubt you can chop a tree with a knife, but let's give it a go. I suppose... Oh, it looks like it still works. We'll soon find out, won't we? I guess this is what's good about, you know, you guys watching a video like, yes, you can still chop with a knife. That makes a lot of sense, but I'm not complaining. It's actually interesting though, in this game it's quite easy to back yourself into a corner. And by that I mean, if you run out of a critical resource, that's pretty much it. Like, you can die. I was sailing on the ocean and I was almost starving. And I literally, it got to the point where my health dropped to 0. And your character says, oh, I'm so weak. And yeah, if you don't get food soon, like the next hit you take will pretty much kill you. So it's pretty full on. Like, it is easy to actually die in this game. So yeah, it gives you time to do stuff, but it will penalize you if you don't sort of act quickly too. Alright, there we go. So let's check it out. Oh, this is nice. Look at that seaside view, guys. We can put the campfire out the front. This is lovely. Very, very nice. I think this is going to be a pretty cool place. Very cool. Alright guys, I might leave it there, just looking at the recording time. So, as always, thanks for watching. In the next video, we'll look at hunting some sharks and making our storeroom, filling it full of coconuts and things like that, so we're not scrambling for supplies. And also doing a bit of diving into wrecks and things like that. So, leave a like if you've enjoyed this series and you're finding it useful. A few tips, such as you can cut down trees with a knife, who knew? And also the little flint trick I taught you, I didn't teach you it. Where did I put those flint pieces? Oh, I threw them away, that's right. But remember, you can bash up a rock to get flint, and that's useful as a permanent knife. And subscribe if you haven't yet. Thanks for watching, and as always, stay happy, and this is HappyDays signing out.